What's up, everyone? This is the AMZ Answers podcast, your week daily 10-minute blast of Amazon knowledge. This is episode number 18, 5 mistakes to avoid when launching your product.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the AMZ Answers podcast. This is episode number 18.
What's up? In the
5
chat.
mistakes to avoid when launching your product. We're going to go into a little bit of what it means to launch product as well. Is my mic on? How's my mic?
Yeah, no, your mic's good. There's just this knob turned to the left that's kind of freaking me out. But it does
Why is that
nothing to do with
knob
this.
turned to the left?
I don't know. It's okay. We'll just keep going.
What's a gripe that you have?
A gripe that I have is there's this knob. This knob turned to the left is bothering the crap out of me. I can barely focus on the podcast. We're talking about our, what's this thing called anyway?
I don't even know anymore.
The thing that the mics plug into that then plugs into the
I used
computer.
to know.
We'll take a picture of our setup and send it to you, and everyone will just laugh. That
Yeah.
this is what we
No,
have.
it's our what the hell is this thing called? Command
the
box?
distributor of the sound.
The breaker? The splitter.
I'm done. Who cares? No one cares.
I don't know anymore.
What's your gripe?
My gripe is that my chest hair has not grown out as much as I thought it would at this point in my life.
Do you want chest hair to grow out?
Yeah,
Because
I saw a dude. We live in Austin, and I was at Barton Springs. I saw a dude, hairy chest with a mustache, and he looked fantastic.
Yeah, but when I was young, I used to see our older, aunts and uncles, hairy Jewish people.
It's because he had a hairy back. I know
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah,
about- it's not about
and they
hairy
had
chest.
really hairy backs, and I was always like, "Oh my god, is that going to be me with like the Neanderthal back?" Hasn't come yet, which is really awesome.
5 mistakes to avoid when launching.
Neanderthal back.
Okay, number one. Number one.
Screen just went to sleep. Number
Bang.
one.
Don't set. Okay, let's go into launching. What are we talking about when we mean launching your product?
What I mean launching is that your product has gotten into inventory. You're all excited. You're ready to blast off. What are the steps that you need to take now to get your first initial reviews and launch appropriately so that it can be the most efficient? Because when you put all your keywords and all your photos up, Amazon gives you a temporary boost. Adam, you're making faces at me.
I was frog. I was doing frog face.
Yeah. Okay. Don't set actual. Okay. You read it. You read it.
All right. One of the mistakes people make is they set the actual price. They don't set it at the product at the actual price when they're launching.
Okay.
They'll set it at a very low price. And what is the horrendous thing that can happen if you launch inappropriately?
Okay, this brings me into an issue called the buy box issue. It's a very,
The BB.
very technical issue. We're not going to go into it too much. What it means is that basically, if you lose the buy box, so on your listing where you can push add to cart, well, you can actually lose that feature of your listing. Yes. How do we know? Adam, how do we know that you can do this?
We've lost it so many times and had to scratch and claw.
I've
to get
lost
it
it for about 5 items and had to scratch and claw to get it back.
It sounds trivial, but if you lose the buy box, you won't get a sale.
If you lose the buy box, you're screwed. We basically died trying to get it back. We used all this different kinds of software, wasted a ton of time and a ton of money until we finally figured it out. The buy box is based on your average sale price. So what we were doing really stupidly is that we were discounting our items for the first initial reviewers. So let's say I had an item that sells at $19.99. We were making that item $9.99, and then we would give it to the initial people and give them a PayPal refund. And and the reason that we would do it lower is to lower the FBA fees, basically because a $9.99 item has lower FBA fees than $19.99, right? So the problem with that is that after, let's say that we give it away for 10 people for reviews, okay, the problem is that your average sale price is $9.99. So when you go to put it back up to $19.99, Amazon system says, "Whoa, you're raising the price too fast. We're taking the buy box away," and they take it away from you.
So in short, you want to set it at the actual price.
Yeah.
When you get your reviews.
Don't worry about what I just said. Just set it at the actual price that you're going to sell at when you start giving it away for reviews. Don't set it lower. Just set it at that actual
Next
price.
episode's about getting your reviews. You can jump over there if you want to learn how to do it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that then.
Mistake number 2 is in the PayPal refund, in the comments or in the message to your person, you mentioned that you want a 5-star review.
Yep. Adam, let me give it to you. What are the 2 kinds of groups on? Basically, can you take them through the beginning of how they're going to get reviews? Like if they were a baby child and you were just swaddling them through it.
We'll rehash this the next episode too. So if you are wanting to get reviews, it's very hard to get an organic review. Almost impossible, actually.
What percent is it?
What percent is it?
Yeah.
What percent is it?
It
I don't
is
know.
based on like my order numbers and emails and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's like 0.03. Some people were telling me that it's 2%, and I was like 2%. That's a ton.
How do you get 2%?
I don't know. That's what people say online. They say it's 2%. It's like 0.3. Or even 0.1 or less than that. Basically, no one. Ask yourself this: how many times have you left a review on an Amazon product?
How many times have you done it?
Organically, 0 times.
I've never done it.
I've only reviewed on Google or Amazon one restaurant that I love.
Anyway, so you are going to have to manufacture these reviews. What you say, this is against the terms of service? Well, let me tell you, the terms of service is a very vague, very generic piece of document. And what the terms of service says is that
We're Amazon. We can shut you down whenever we want.
basically, terms of service says that you cannot be a friend or family member or leave an incentivized review. That's basically all it says. It's almost verbatim about what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of gray area here. There's a lot of gray hat, you could say. People say.
Yeah. We're going like really into the reviews.
I'm just okay. I'm sorry. I'm just saying to be competitive, you have to get reviews. Anyway, mistake number 2: PayPal refund saying incentivized reviews. When you are getting reviews and you're following up with a person who has bought your product and you've refunded them, do not say, please give me a 5-star review in the message, because that would be an incentivized review, which is against the terms of service.
Just say thank you for testing. I say when I do it in like a public Facebook group and I'm giving it away and I say I'm going to give them a PayPal refund. I say thank you for testing the product and giving your honest feedback.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Hint,
honest
hint,
feedback.
week, honest feedback. If you dare give me less than 5-star,
Yeah,
I'll make sure you get kicked out of this group.
We're all honest here. Let's all
We're all honest here.
I'm honest to you. You're honest to me.
Let me tell you guys,
we're honest together.
Let me tell you guys something. The review part of the launch is my least favorite part of Amazon.
Wait, come on. That's not your least favorite part. Your least favorite part is the customer support tickets.
Okay, never mind.
It's your second
Never
least
mind.
favorite part.
Never mind. You're right. Amazon support is my least favorite part.
All right. Problem number 3. And again, there's a lot of context here that we're not saying. We're going to rehash it, the reviews again, next episode. Number 3 is filling out a listing all the way. A lot of people make this mistake where they will put up their launch and they'll fill out listing with all 7 photos and all their bullet points right away to get people to buy it. No, why is this something that you would not want to do?
Yep. So Amazon has this little boost thing where when you first put up your product, right? It is going to jump to the front of ranking. Basically, it's a temporary boost. So remember in the product research episode, if you haven't listened to that, go back to the product research episodes. I talked about how sometimes there can be like a Fugazi product that looks like it's ranking really well, but it's only because it was recently launched and so it's given a boost. So that's this. The reason you don't fill out that listing is because when you do fill out the listing, Amazon picks you up in the feed and is going to give you that boost. But if you don't have any reviews on your product when you get the boost, guess what? No one's going to buy it. So you actually want to wait until you get all those reviews, then you get the boost, then people buy it, and you're stuck at number 1, number 2, and you're just killing it. I don't like when people say killing it. I feel like that's an online marketer thing to say. Killing it 10x.
Number 4, using JumpSend or Viral Launch for reviews, because they say they're for reviews, but they're actually not for reviews at all. They're for getting your BSR up.
Right. So if you believe differently, then you can go ahead and call me out on this. I've used JumpSend before. What I hate about Viral Launch and JumpSend is that they say get reviews. Get reviews with our product. Nothing in their product is about getting reviews. It's just you're discounting your product, and they're blasting your product out to like a large list of their subscribers. So you're going to get a lot of sales on it, but nowhere do those people have to actually leave a review. The percentage of the 0.3% of people that leave reviews normally is going to be the same percentage of people from JumpSend leaving a review. If someone's had a different experience with this, you can let me know, but that's what I've had, and I've used it.
Right. There's no incentive for them to give you a review.
Yeah, and some people are probably like, what's JumpSend and Viral Launch? JumpSend and Viral Launch are what's called launch software, and they're like, we'll get your product to rank 1 if you pay us like $600. So don't. I'm not for launch software. I'm not a huge fan, personally. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you do it.
Number five is popping out another order when you get excited by the amount of sales you have real quick.
Okay, this one's tough, and this is one of the toughest parts of Amazon is how much inventory do you need to keep in, right? You don't want to run out of inventory because then you drop in ranking, and you certainly don't want to have inventory that you can't sell because then you have lost all your money, basically. So you want to wait at least, if your item is selling well, do not initially pop, which is do not initially contact your supplier and get another order for like 5 times the mock right away. Okay, slowly increase your minimum order quantity. So if you have 250 the first time and it's sold, wait 2 weeks. If it's selling well, get 350. Go very, very slowly up because what might happen is 20 people might come to the niche, and next thing you know, you're only selling a couple a day, and you have 2,000 units, and you're basically going to run into long-term storage fees, and it's going to be a nightmare. Has this happened to me? Yeah, it's happened to me with like 2 or 3 items. I've had items that were selling like 50 times a day. Seriously, 50 times a day, and now they're crawling.
Why is that?
Because people join the niche, because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's one of the toughest parts is you don't know what's going to happen and how many sales you're going to get per day.
Yeah, I think that you can't control what's going to happen, but you can control not really minimizing your excess inventory. And so I would rather run out of inventory than have excess inventory. Just remember that.
Yeah, and guess what? If you tell your supplier you want another order, they're going to be really, really excited and try to get you to buy one.
They're going to get you to buy it as soon as possible, and they're going to say some deadlines that don't exist.
I've made the mistake of contacting them right after I've done a launch that did well, and I was like, ooh, I'm going to have another order soon because I just wanted to keep in contact with them. They're not going anywhere. They're always there to contact.
They're salespeople. They're always there.
They're always ready for you to pay them.
Yeah. I've made that mistake like 3 times. Yeah. And now guess what? I have excess inventory.
You have excess inventory. I have so much excess inventory.
Yeah, if anyone wants used inventory, just hit me up. I'll send it to you. I was actually going to give all of it away to charity, but I might have found a different option for it. Yeah, because I'm a good dude. We're way over time.
Oh, we're over time. All right. Well, guys, if you want to find us, go to amzanswers.com. On the website, you can get to the podcast from there or join the Facebook community at the AMZ Answers Podcast Mastermind group. Noah?
Yep. If you want to stick around to learn about reviews, stick around for the next episode.
Yeah, you should stick around always.
Just always stick around.
Just stick around.
Stick around. Hang out.
Sticker.
Bye-bye.